Okay, so I want to start this video by saying, first, obviously, I'm really excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot wait. Once we got the last trailer we got, I mean, that was it. There's nothing else I really need to see. I'm sold. I'm ready to play the game. I'm ready to see what happens. One of the most important things I think they did show us is that they have expanded this same map that we had. You know, it's not just exactly what we saw. It's not just DLC, but I feel like it might be. I'm not saying that this is actually gonna happen, but I think there's something we need to talk about this game that not a lot of people are, and we might fall into the same trap we did with Breath of the Wild. What's up, guys? Welcome back or welcome in for the first time. If you would, do me a favor, jump down in the description of this video. Down there, you're gonna find links to our Discord. You're gonna find links to our podcast channel. You are also gonna find links where you can become a member of this channel, just like these people here. We are gonna start doing a lot of stuff with our members going forward. We have a private Discord room for those members. I'm starting to put a lot of other cool stuff in there. We're gonna do some streams, a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, it really helps this channel, helps me do what I need to do to keep this stuff going. So if you're interested in that, the link to that is down below. All right, we have to talk about this. Now, I want to go back. I want to go back to 2017 and Breath of the Wild. Now, you're going to be seeing the trailer we got for Breath of the Wild, which was basically the same thing we just got for Tears of the Kingdom, only, you know, it was for Breath of the Wild. Obviously, it was 2017. We were all very excited for this game. We didn't really know a whole lot about it. We got to see little bits and pieces here and there, but we had a good understanding of what we thought this game was going to be. Now, as you're seeing this trailer play over top of me talking here, I want you to notice something. You're not gonna be able to hear the sound, but I'll go ahead and link this trailer down below if you wanna go watch it after. There are a lot of similarities in this trailer and what we just got for Tears of the Kingdom. A lot of similarities. Voiceovers of people we didn't quite know who they were. One of those ended up being Impa. The other was obviously the king. He says, you know, my daughter Zelda, so we know who that was. But there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of similarities with this trailer and what we just got with Tears of the Kingdom. Now, we already know that we're probably not going to be getting any more memories. That's kind of the way that the story was delivered in Breath of the Wild. You know, you went through and you found these spots on the map that were glowing, and Link would have like a flashback, and that's kind of how we got the story. We also got the story basically in the same style, flashbacks, but every time you went to a place where there's a divine beast or some big event, there would be a flashback, and Link would, you know, he would remember certain parts of the story. That's how the story was delivered. It was a kind of a weird way to deliver the story, and in my opinion, and I know a lot of other people feel this way as well, as far as Zelda games go, it was kind of a weak story. Now, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. Don't go crazy. Not bad, but as far as, you know, other Zelda games, just for instance, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, those Zelda games have very good stories. Breath of the Wild, you really had to work to get the story. You didn't just kind of progress through and the story come along as you go through the game like it is in most other games, most other Zelda games. Now, I think something that no one is talking about, and maybe people are getting a little too excited about, myself included, is that Tears of the Kingdom is going to have a way better story, and I am starting to think now that I look at this old trailer, I look what was in that, I look what's in this new Tears of the Kingdom trailer, they line up really good. I'm sure you're seeing probably the Tears of the Kingdom trailer here, and I'll link both of them below. I really want you to go watch them both back to back because they line up almost, I mean, they line up very well. It's kind of scary when you watch them back to back, how close they are, just as far as the pacing and the way that they're put together. So my worry is a little bit, just a little bit, that this story in Tears of the Kingdom that we're all hoping is going to be so epic because we keep seeing all these things. We keep seeing, here's Link with this person, here's Link with that person, here's this, here's that. And I even said on the podcast the other night, it would be so hard for them to get to these points and do what they're doing without some big story setting it up. And I'm just not sure that that's actually the case. I am slightly afraid, now, not not crazy afraid, but slightly, I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious going forward and talking about the story of this game, because now that I've seen the trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, now that I've had a little bit of time to think about it, look back at, what they did for Breath of the Wild, because I'm playing through Breath of the Wild now. We're actually streaming that on this channel. If you're interested in that, we've been doing that Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays, but that's usually about 6, 7 Eastern. If you wanna, we'll be streaming Tears of the Kingdom probably around the same time when it comes out as well. But playing through this game again, the lack of story it's very, very apparent. But the trailer made it look like there really was a lot of story. They do say in the trailer, and I believe it's Impa that says, you're ready to hear what happened 100 years ago, which kind of sets you up for the memory system, I guess, but not really. That's not what we thought we were getting. If you really think back to before Breath of the Wild, before we knew what the story was, we didn't know we were getting that type of story. I'm just saying we should probably be a little bit more careful about what we expect from Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, it does look like there's a lot more going on, clearly in present day, not memories. I'm not worried about the memories. I'm more worried about doing the same thing again. The same exact style of game again. And I don't think they're gonna do that, but it is possible. We haven't seen anything to really show us that it's not going to be just a completely open thing and you go find little bits and pieces as you go. I think to do this story justice, what I'm hoping for, what I really hope we get is something a little bit more structured than Breath of the Wild. I'd like to see something where still open world, but maybe there's certain pieces closed off. If we do get dungeons, maybe you can't get in there. You can go there, you can see everything around it, but you can't quite get in there. There's something locked away. You know what I mean? You have to progress through the story to get to those certain points. I just think for this story to work out the way that at least I want it to, that's probably how it's gonna have to go. You're gonna have to have things flow a little bit more, and I don't wanna say go against the open world, because you can totally do open world without sacrificing story, but I feel like Breath of the Wild kind of sacrificed story for openness. We did that. I'm good with that. I love Breath of the Wild. I would like to take this same Hyrule, go back in with a little bit more structure. That's all I'm saying. So I am gonna start tempering my expectations a little bit for this story until I see what we get. And I would probably suggest that everybody else do that too, because we really don't know. Go look at the 2 trailers. You tell me they're not the same. I wanna hear down in the comments. You guys tell me. I think they're pretty close to the same thing, so I'm a little worried. Not crazy worried, again, it's a little worried. But like I said, I wanna hear what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Make sure you check out the description, become a member if you want. If not, at least join the Discord. We're in there all the time talking about Zelda and all kinds of other things. But that is gonna do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.